The photo shows a group of cowboys controlling a calf to brand it with a hot iron. This practice helped distinguish cattle between vast ranches, prevent theft, and assert the authority of the ranch owners. It was typically done in the spring or early summer, requiring strength, coordination, and courage, qualities that define the image of the Western cowboy. The photo shows a family standing in front of a simple adobe and wooden house in New Mexico in 1895. For them, owning a piece of land and a home was a testament to putting down roots in the new land, at a time when New Mexico was still a territory and had not yet become a state of the United States. Members of the Apache tribe are gathering and transporting dried grass to deliver to settlers in Arizona in 1893. As hunting and free-range grazing were increasingly controlled, delivering dried grass as feed for livestock became a common task to sustain daily life. A group of students and a teacher stand in front of a grass-built school in 1895 in Woods County, Oklahoma. This was a time when pioneer communities, especially in remote areas like Oklahoma, had to construct makeshift schools to educate the next generation. A group of women stands in front of the Klondike Dance Hall and Saloon in Seattle, Washington in 1909, one of the famous spots during the Klondike Gold Rush. With its brightly lit sign, the saloon and dance hall were places where miners and gold seekers gathered, both for entertainment and to unwind after long, hard days of work. The photo taken in 1907 shows a man filling a barrel from a handmade well in the desert, about 30 miles north of Palomas, Arizona. Next to him, a pack horse stands resting, carrying luggage and the necessary tools for the long journey ahead. A scene of a group of men gathered around a faro table inside a saloon in the mining town of Bisbee, Arizona. Faro was the most popular card game in the American West during the 19th century, found in nearly every saloon, from small towns to big cities. It was famous for its fast-paced, dramatic nature, and was often associated with cowboys, miners, and frontier gunmen. The photo captures Fred W. Loring, a reporter, standing beside his mule in Arizona in 1871. He was known for his reports on frontier events, and just 2 days after this photo was taken, he was killed by the Apache during a raid. This photo captures a lively street scene in the frontier town of Corinne, Utah, in 1869. Located along a major railroad route, Corinne was one of the stopping points for immigrants and traders on their westward expansion journey. A bustling scene at Anadarko during a land auction and the groundbreaking of a new town. This event was part of the wave of land division in the Oklahoma Territory, when the U.S. government opened lands once belonging to native tribes for settlement. Anadarko quickly transformed from a land-holding hub into a commercial and administrative center, reflecting the rapid development of frontier towns at the turn of the 20th century. The photo taken in 1889 at the Table Bluff Hotel and Saloon in Humboldt County, California, shows a place that was more than just a tavern for drinking and gambling. Saloons like Table Bluff were hubs for socializing, exchanging news, and building community. A group of Apache Native American prisoners at a stop along the Southern Pacific Railroad near the Nueces River under the guard of soldiers. This photo is tied to the moment when Geronimo surrendered, marking the end of Apache resistance and the complete control of the United States over the Southwest. A group of Apache captures a white boy named Jimmy. Despite the opportunity to return to his family, Jimmy firmly refuses, expressing his desire to stay with the Apache people who had cared for and protected him. The photo captures the first waterworks plant in Perry, Oklahoma in 1893. The construction of the water plant was a crucial step in the development of mining communities, as access to clean water became an essential factor for daily life and production. The photo captures workers laying down new railroad tracks across the barren land of Arizona in 1898. The railway line was the lifeline connecting the wild frontier to urban centers, marking a turning point in the development and economic integration of the American West in the late 19th century. The photo depicts workers laboring in the mines of Virginia City, Nevada, one of the largest and most prominent silver mining districts in the 19th century American West. They worked in extremely harsh conditions, underground in darkness, dust, and toxic fumes, extracting silver ores that played a crucial role in the economic development of the region and the nation. The photo captures a man carrying luggage, standing in the middle of an empty lot surrounded by makeshift huts in Guthrie, Oklahoma, in 1889. This was during the Oklahoma Land Run, the event when the U.S. government opened up land that had been taken from Native Americans, and tens of thousands of white settlers rushed in to claim ownership. A caravan of horse-drawn wagons crosses the Gila River near the San Carlos area in Arizona. This scene captures the height of the westward expansion in the United States, when the federal government, the military, and settler groups pushed deep into the territories of native tribes such as the Apache. San Carlos was a frequent site of conflict between government forces and indigenous resistance groups at that time. The photo captures a scene of frontier life in Arizona at the end of the 19th century. A few men sit around a rough wooden table, engrossed in a game of poker just outside a small wooden cabin, with a wagon parked nearby. The simple setting, with a makeshift roof, piles of wood, and scattered tools, reflects the harsh yet daily life of the frontier. This photo shows a Pony Express rider in 1861. The Pony Express, a fast and efficient mail delivery system, played a crucial role in connecting the eastern and western United States during the early stages of the Western expansion. The photo captures a group of hunters and trappers in the Four Peaks region within the Browns Basin area of Arizona. The hardships of their life are evident as these hunters and trappers work tirelessly to provide food and animal products, such as hides and fur, for the community. The photo captures a makeshift blacksmith shop set up in an empty lot, surrounded by a few huts. This was the first blacksmith shop in Guthrie, Oklahoma. During this time, the demand for tools, horseshoes, wagon accessories, and metal repairs became critical due to a population boom that occurred overnight. The photo, taken in 1886 in the Loup Valley, Nebraska, shows a family standing beside a covered wagon, an iconic vehicle of the westward expansion journey. During the Great Western Migration at the end of the 19th century, hundreds of thousands of families left the East and Midwest, heading toward new lands in search of opportunity. A blacksmithing class at Forest Grove School, Oregon, in 1882. During this time, blacksmithing was an important part of the education curriculum in many Western communities, especially in trade schools. The blacksmithing trade not only provided essential skills for repairing tools, livestock, and wagons, but also equipped students with the knowledge to sustain and develop vital trades in the frontier regions. The photo captures a mining camp at the Mountaineer Lodge, San Juan County, Colorado, in 1875. During the mining boom in the Rockies, such camps sprang up across the West, where thousands of miners flocked to search for gold, silver, and precious metals. The photo captures members of the Shoshone tribe dancing at the Native American reservation at Fort Washakie, Wyoming, in 1892. The photo, taken in 1878, shows a massive buffalo hide stockpile in Dodge City, Kansas, the largest buffalo hide trading and shipping center in the West. By the late 19th century, reckless hunting had driven the North American bison population from tens of millions to the brink of extinction. Buffalo hides became a lucrative commodity, sold to leather companies and manufacturers in the Eastern Europe. The photo captures the moment outlaw John Sontag was shot dead on September 14, 1904. Infamous for his train robberies on the Southern Pacific Railroad, Sontag became a controversial symbol of the West. To many, he was a dangerous criminal, but to others, he was a rebel against the power of the railroad corporations.